Hey, this is Victor Font. I just hit a coding goal of mine. I just successfully integrated easy digital downloads licensing page into Formidable Forms global settings tab. And in order to do that, I came to the knowledge base, and I want to show you that the knowledge base in this case is incorrect. Do not follow the directions that are in this knowledge base, and I'm going to show you why. Because they're going to not work. Add a global settings tab in global settings. Now, what we're talking about is going over here. I'll show you this stuff in a second. I'm using Kint, and I want to show you something. This is the global settings page. When you come over here, Formidable global settings. And I wanted to show you, here is me successfully adding my menu, and this is the EDD sample license page showing here. It took quite a while to get here, mostly because the knowledge base gives incorrect information. When I started running this, I created it the exact same way that it says to use add action, right? That was add action. Add action, form add settings section. So then it didn't work. I was getting a very strange error coming out of the WordPress applies filters. And I'm saying, why is it showing me applies filters when I added an action? So now I had to dig into code. I use my tool called Ultra Edit. I use this because it's got one of the best text searching capabilities I found of any tool that I've used over the years. And this is basically how I've extracted the information from Formidable source code to create the entries in the codex. And I'll tell you, that is already a fairly new release, and it's already out of date in some things because Formidable is moving so fast. So I'm looking for add action. And I find add action, form add settings action section. So it's there, but it belongs to the form stripe light hooks controller. Form settings controller, which is Formidable core, is using apply filters. Form add settings sections as the variable parameter. So when we come back to our code, what I did is I changed this to add filter, form add settings action, and I'm still calling a method in one of my functions, which is here, add global settings section. This is the same function that came out of the knowledge base article, by the way. I really didn't have to change much. I'm just experimenting with its appearance right now. And then I decided to do a Kint stop on sections. The parameter Formidable passes to this function, and I wanted to see how it stacked up. And that's what we're looking at as we look at this Kint, is that variable. So this is the list that you see here, from general all the way down to logs, and then Mastermind's licenses, which is the one that I added. There's Mastermind's licenses. And then I don't like the way this looks because the page you have to scroll all the way back up for. So we're going to be working on the UI and some other stuff too to make this a little bit better. But you can see all the information that you need. And mostly that settings filter, you have to add by it a class. But if you don't have a class defined, you can also just call a function. So because we're using EDD code, it's coming out of it's a function in a different class. So easy digital downloads is EDD, sample code. So, all right, that's it for tonight. Good night and happy Father's Day.